Hello, everybody. Woo! It's Thursday, meaning it's time for King's Pyrite, the Fool's Gold campaign. To begin, I'm going to introduce the players, starting with Boulder.
Hello, I am Mudkip on the Discord, and on Thursday nights, and Thursday nights the only night that I'm here to play characters, I'm playing Boulder, accompanied by his familiar known as Pebble and his tiny, I'm not sure how tiny anymore, I haven't checked back with the DM, little shark hound known as Onyx. Just hoping it still fits in the pot, so that makes things a lot easier, but who knows? Yeah, I'm basically here, also on the Discord. There's not really too much else to say. Social media is something I've intentionally avoided because oversharing is a nightmare. So I'm going to pass it to somebody who's going to have a little more than me to say, and that's going to be Encino.
That would be me. Hi, I am Bison underscore Stonefist. I'm playing Encino tonight, our Dragonborn Paladin Ranger / Big Damn Hero. Elsewhere on this channel, you can catch me on Monday nights as Jack. I don't have a problem. Drinking has a me problem. Aldridge in our Buffy the Vampire Slayer TTRPG Grave New World. On Tuesday nights, I run our Cyberpunk Red campaign, Carnage Heights. I swear to God, we'll get to it. Last week there was earlier this week was very extenuating circumstances, but a new page is about to be turned on this show, and I'm really looking forward to it. Other than that, I post way too many memes in the Discord. There are a lot, so if you want to talk to me, that's where you find me. Other than that, I don't do anything because I'm boring. Next, let's go to badges.
I do stuff. Over to Luna. No, just kidding. Hi, folks. I'm Bat Kyle here and there and everywhere. Tonight I'm playing Badge's News, the highest blood pressure, saltiest mom dad energy. Just trying to keep this family together. Druid. On Thursdays, you can find me playing everybody's favorite half demon stoner oracle. Yay. God damn it, Jack. King. If you watch the show, you'll understand where that comes from. I highly encourage you to do so. Outside of that, I am also on the Discord where I mostly serve up memes and the odd quip.
Terrible food ideas.
Oh, horrible food stuff. It's fantastic. It's really my calling in life. Besides that, you can't really find me anywhere else because much like Mudkip, I don't want you to. You don't need to know what I'm doing. Over to Luna.
Friendly neighborhood Luna here, the lovely, lovely beast folk Siberian husky doggo. It's practically all black. Nice and a friendly character. Eek. We'll see about that. Yes, you did. At any rate, you can really only find me here on Thursdays playing Luna. I want to get into more games, but haven't had a chance to yet. I guess I'll just keep an eye on it for sure. Other than that, I actually did throw a stream on last week, I think, for a little bit. Yay. Now, I'm going to try and do one again on Saturday, too, but we'll see about that also. Other than that, let's head it back to our story keeper, and let's not forget to say a wonderful huzzah to our producer, Hellhounds.
Yes. Our producer for tonight is Hellhounds. You will see their I don't know where it is. I think it's below me this time. Okay. Yeah, right now so it is below me. Her commentary that I always have to go back and watch for because it is sometimes funnier than what is coming out of my mouth. It is always funnier. Yes, thank you. I know I'm not supposed to look. I'm going to turn it off very quickly. I will be giving this extra warning at the beginning of our session. This story is about to head into territory that we do not normally head into here on Dirty 20 Gaming. References of torture, harming children, and other much darker subjects are a possibility now. My players and producer have an X card that they can use at any time. You, the audience, does not. I'm not asking you not to watch our show, but to please take care of yourself, and thank you for listening to this extra bit of warning. Our VTT is roll 20. Our art is from Hero Forge, or Scarlet's Fingers When He Is Here. Everything else is from the book Fool's Gold Campaign by Hit Point Press. Everything comes with the setting. That is by Dingo Doodles and Felix Heinrich, and this is why I have to turn off stream, because it gets me to laugh. Y'all break me far too easily.
Oh boy.
So, to begin, Lucas, I'm gonna rewind time just a little bit. Lucas picks up his foot, kicks in the door, and as you do, you kind of watch him fall with it and just disappear.
Well, he's gone for a while again.
At the same time, as Encino says, "What the quack?" Encino, you feel it first. Something is pulling you.
He
And
starts
as
grabbling at the ground, like holding himself to the ground.
yeah, it's
Something is.
What's
I
going
got
on?
something for this. There's dimensional anchor.
as you try to fight it, you feel a pop first, and you turn around to see that you are now in a dark room at a table across from two women, one in purple and one in green. You see
Encino gulps because he has a feel like his divine sense is probably just going off right now.
oh, it is you've never met Generisa. Not like they told you at the village. This is something much more than anything you've ever heard about at the village. With the woman in purple, you see beside her a bone alligator resting on the floor.
Looks familiar.
He is my familiar, after all.
You have me at a disadvantage.
They look at each other. We have never been in dire straits like this before for champions. Please sit.
He does, and this whole time his tail is just going back and forth. He's so confused right now. So, what exactly is this about? Am I dead, finally?
Well, that is part of our... And the woman in green cuts her off. Part of our issue, you see. For you were mine, as I was telling my sister, and yet... Look at you. I am... The purple raises her hand. But as you know, you are now mine. And we wish for you to choose. And with that, I'm going to cut over.
Jaw drops.
Yep.
Just gotta pick it up and wedge it back
Yeah.
in there. Yeah. Cuts back to Badges just staring up at the sky. Give me back my dragon and my dwarf, and I guess Lucas, but at least my dragon and my dwarf.
What's going on?
I don't know. The gods keep stealing my peeps.
I had no god.
Yeah, I know. And I appreciate that about you. It's one of the many things I like about you, Luna. That and your propensity for wanton, property damage and
Fireball
chaos.
time.
Exactly.
Okay.
You have many sterling qualities, and your lack of faith in any deity is one of them at this point.
Yippee.
Just give her a little hug around the shoulders. Yeah. So is Boulder missing too?
Boulder
I stayed at the
did
dragon
not
to
go
sleep.
with you.
Oh yeah, Boulder stayed at the dragon.
Yep.
So he's like, I'm assuming Boulder is back at the dragon, but knowing this party, Boulder has also been stolen by some god. At this point, is Dez with us?
Dez is not with you.
Let's see her. You next?
At,
Me alone?
at least
No.
she's stayed a little bit further off. She's keeping guard, making sure nobody is coming up to bother you guys.
Okay.
While you work.
That's good. No. At least I don't think so. Generisa and I have never had that kind of relationship. I do my nature things. She lets me do my nature things, and we just, not in passing, as it were. I'm half tempted to cast planar binding on myself, but I don't know if even that would actually keep a god from yoinking me.
Okay.
So, but I have no
Okay.
intention of going anywhere, and if I do, I'll ask if you can come along. I don't want you to have to be alone, unless you want to
Okay.
be alone. I respect your alone time.
Okay.
But for now, so we still have Angry Werewolf Child, and
Yes.
roughly a third of the party has just been knowingly abandoned or absconded with by some god or another.
You have one that you know of being absconded by a deity.
Yep.
The
I'm
other
assuming Lucas was also absconded with.
Lucas, you don't
He's a special person.
you don't know.
He fell into the back rooms.
Yep.
Look, at this point, I'm just assuming it was a god of some sort. It may not be a god I know. It may not actually be what we would recognize as a god, but I could have sworn I heard crawling in my skin just as he vanished. So,
No.
whatever. Okay, so we still have this little werewolf child, right?
Yes.
Chained up
who
little werewolf child.
is scared and angry and growling and like trying to
Yeah.
get you guys to just get away.
Well, first, Badge
And
is
she's
gonna-
chained to the floor.
Yep, that will actually be helpful. Badges is going to get the thing he doesn't really use very often, his quarterstaff, which at this point has just kind of been on his back for a long time without being used. And he's going to poke it around in the doorway, just out of range of the wolf. He just wants to make sure that it's not actually like some sort of disguised dimension door or something. So,
Roll me investigation. Or you're looking for specifically for dimension door?
any sort of transportation style, you're going to another dimension.
Arcana then.
All right. I don't think I'm super good at that, but I might be. Oh no, it's definitely not one of my strengths.
There's no magic at the door.
Perfect. Well, I don't want to try jump gate, nor do I want to learn more. Leave me alone. Roll 20. I can't even like X to make it go away. It's just these are my options. So I'm just gonna ignore that for now. It's like I can remove curses. Luna, can you remove curses? Do you want me to handle this, or would you rather? Because I know I tend to just sort of jump in and do things.
I can take it. I can
Okay.
take it off.
Are you gonna be safe? Like, can you do it from a bit of range so she doesn't claw the crap out of you?
Maybe I growl back at her.
Might work. We'll let you handle it, and if you need
Oh,
me or want me to...
wait. I have invisibility.
Okay. All right then. The badges is gonna
Okay.
Luna do the thing.
All right, so first of all, let's go ahead and cast the. It's actually going to be greater invisibility. I
Okay.
believe I can do that.
Okay.
Does it
Okay.
wild?
Yeah, first you're gonna have to roll wild.
Yeah, no. I was reading the description and I get
Oh.
to put it in the chat and by accident.
Oh,
Okay.
But that's neat.
Yeah. Okay.
All right then. Oh my god, is that wild or not?
I don't remember. I think you're good because I think we're at 55.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, we'll call it good for now.
Okay.
Well, if it depends. Is it like a 55% chance or higher of it going wild, or is it a 45% chance of it going wild? Because if it's a 55, it went wild.
Right.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
So then it did go wild.
Oh no!
Technically, yeah, it did. Yeah.
Oh,
So you
all
touch
right.
yourself, and what happened? Oh, what do you...
Let's see here.
Hey
Hold
yo,
on.
let's not
There's
get
a
Chris Hansen up in here.
Raising.
A
that was
40-42
an accident.
occurs. Whatever
Caster
that is.
or target.
Okay.
Oh,
Since it's a touch spell, it was on yourself, so yourself, I guess.
Well, it'd be either or apparently because
Okay.
I'm the caster and the target.
And the target.
Yep.
okay.
Hold on. Caster or target. Here we go. And then the other one was 42. Ooh, this will be interesting.
It's always
no.
good when they laugh.
Oh no.
How
Okay.
bad is it?
It's not that bad actually.
Okay.
For 3 days, my eyes are going to be glowing a bright red.
Oh,
Sure.
that's gonna be great in the village full of werewolf
And-
haters.
Hey, yeah, with a husky.
Well, no.
She's
Okay,
got
well,
high beams.
Okay, I'll tell you what. It just says they glow in a color of the victim's choice. If you think a different color would be better, I'll go with a different color. But I
No,
thought red
no.
would be
No,
chaotic.
No,
Yeah,
red is
I think
perfect.
red is a beautifully chaotic color. I think it's perfect.
Yes.
So you go to cast
So-
invisibility. Oh, go
So
ahead.
yeah, I go to cast invisibility. I close my eyes and I touch myself. When I realize nothing happens, I open up my eyes and I look at badges. Oh.
I'm not sure what you were going for, but your eyes are now glowing red.
Oh no.
Do you want me? Are you okay? Does it hurt or anything? Can you still see?
I see fine.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
do you want to try again, or do you want me to give it a go?
All right. With that, I'm gonna cut to Boulder.
Oh boy.
Boulder.
Do I at least get a long rest first?
Yes, I'm.
Okay.
You're going to get to rest while you talk to your patron. You get you fall asleep, and because you've dealt with the Mercury Dragon as many times as you have, you
It
know
was
the
only
feeling.
twice.
Hey, that's
Still,
2 more times than most people.
exactly.
Fair.
You know the feeling of being pulled as you're falling asleep. As you show up in front of Abrith. And he's not his normal self. He's not excited to see you. He's not. You can tell there's worry in his eyes for you. Do you want to explain to me, or should I start with this?
Which part? Because there's a lot of parts that should be concerning to a lot of people.
Agreed.
Speak my worry first.
Go ahead.
The dwarves are in shambles.
Agreed.
And I don't know what Jack is doing. No, I have suspicions of what he's doing, and if they return, then there's nothing to keep them in check.
We are unsure of this Jack of Ohio, if his actions are his own.
Okay. I mean, he's guided by a four-flamer.
Yes, but we see more. We worry that there is more.
So you think similar to that which, who was it first? Well, my party has not necessarily been their own since our encounter with Kenora.
Agreed.
Sorry.
We, as the deities, have been calling upon our champions. The Shattered has returned. We are unable to
I'm sorry. This is a serious moment. I
Yeah,
probably
very,
shouldn't have done
very
that, but-
serious. We are worried that the Shattered being back and with their own champion, that we will need to be prepared.
Yes. May I inquire to who you suspect is the champion of the Shattered?
Vitalia has informed us that her champion broke their oath.
That was Desiree.
That is correct. Of course, you know of her.
You
She's
told me
Yes.
that she was Vitalia's champion.
Yes. Which it is disappointing that she has made that choice.
Okay.
As it puts Fatalia into a sort of panic, as she now must find a new. The individual she has chosen, we believe, would be much more loyal, but we believe that they are the possible, as Generisa has said, her champion. And there seems to be something going on with that. At my moment, at my most present moment, my worry comes for you as the Shattered is in your own party.
I mean, it's not surprising which one they are. It'd
No,
be the
but
one that isn't from here.
Correct. As we thought the pieces would never be able to find themselves again. Scattered across multiverses and timelines, we never thought they would make an appearance.
If there's power to shatter them, there's power to bring them back together.
We were hoping that that power did not exist after the Shatter.
So you didn't plan for the inevitable.
We planned in hopes that it was gone. That we had done our due diligence.
Okay.
I worry if this entity has the sway over champions it seems to have.
You realize the champion was young.
Most champions are. They need to be. Or younger.
Okay. I feel like I've been your champion for a couple lifetimes now.
I wouldn't call it lifetimes. I've made sure to pull you out of the timeline every so often, as not to exist that long. I am not cruel.
And we both know there have been costs associated with it.
Agreed. Many.
But anyway, so you bring me here to warn me of the Shattered.
To not only warn you, but to offer you a choice.
Okay.
I would remove you from your current location where you are slumbering and put you at a different one in the Bellowing Wilds.
You have my interest.
Okay. And with
So-
that,
Okay. That's fine.
no, that was too good to cut back to Encino. I'm so sorry because now you both have choices to make here.
Encino's in a really weird spot emotionally. He kind of looks somewhere between, oh my god, I'm finally seeing my goddess after thousands of years, and oh shit. Quack.
My word.
23. I
Whack.
can't find the page.
We had
can't
this
find the
conversation
page.
before the game started. It's not my fault, I swear.
Schmick, schmick.
Quack.
Quack.
So you choose me as champion. I do not understand what that means.
Fatalia looks to Generisa, basically questioning who should speak on the matter. And Generisa looks back. You did have one longer than I did. I agree. A champion is, well, for you, a paladin. For others, it is other type of deals. Clerics often can be champions. Not druids are also an option for some of us, as she looks over to Generisa. Warlocks are also a possible option for some who skew a darker sense. But you would be our champion, or one of ours, as someone who, in this world, takes care of matters that we cannot. The champion we request to listen to warnings, and if we choose to do something for your safety, you understand. I unfortunately lost my champion to a childish choice.
Far beyond a child.
And that is what I understand. Generise at this point. And that is why you're my champion. I had you first.
Am I worth it? I failed my charges.
No. You were put into an impossible choice. You survived to continue your village.
Sacrificing them in the process. I've seen the visions. I remember my failure.
Your failure. was not yours. You had a friend, a Bill, I believe?
Not a friend. Someone we looked up to, a protector.
They failed you. Making a deal with those monsters to become stronger, more powerful, more greedy, and ended up losing everything about them. We believe now that that abomination, oh well, we know it still exists. It is now nothing more than a play toy for those that have hurt us in the past.
He looks to Fatalia.
What do you offer me? She offers redemption.
I offer rebirth. The chance to start anew. As your body is still intact, I can keep you still in it. But under my flag is a chance at a new lease on life. Because
Both are enticing. For different reasons.
death is not the beginning of is not an end. It is a beginning.
I propose a counteroffer.
Looks to Generisa.
I have served you in life, and I understand the tenets of survival very closely. To preserve life,
And then he looks to Fatalia.
but I seek an end. I will serve you both equally until it is my time to move on.
With that, you kind of see Generisa nod. And so he is your sister. As with death, things come to an end. I do believe that there's a druid I might want to speak with. As you see her kind of, with a flourish of her hand, she creates a tree that, out of her body, it's a tree. It starts as a tree that catches fire, become embers, and she disappears.
He's going to need to go easy with that one. He's a stubborn lad.
As is she. I will enjoy her telling me how it goes after.
So, Duchess of Death, how may I serve?
Protect as many as you can. I do not wish for more death.
Things in due time.
And I know that you will best serve me well. As she snaps her fingers, and you're returned back to the group.
He shakes. You can hear the rattling in his bones.
Well, that was different.
As you just appear behind Badges
Yeah.
and Luna, both kind of. Yes,
So you hear like a
Badges,
cartoon xylophone sound.
That was different.
Kind of like a scared little squeak.
Don't forget, Luna's got the glowing peepers now.
Oh yeah.
You see Luna, glowing red eyes. Almost looks like Mothman. That's how my brain, for some reason, took it. I'm so sorry.
Hey, you can do it. Do what you like.
Mhm.
Good for you, Luna.
Oh,
Must wear shades.
no, like.
So are we back with this group? Or
Yes.
is that okay?
How fair
And I'm
is the
sorry that I'm
child?
disappearing. Hopefully, y'all can hear me.
Oh, we can hear you just
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
You just look like a potato.
The golden potato with wings has like returned. Oh no.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, Badges is just like, well, Luna did Luna things, so he's just gonna walk in and he's probably gonna risk getting clawed up a little, but we're gonna try it this way first. He's going to attempt to just sort of gently palm the werewolf muzzle, just like you would a misbehaving doggo,
Mm.
and cast Greater Restoration.
Okay.
I'll be right
Remove
back.
the curse of lycanthropy.
Does it also
So-
affect autofocus?
I'm hoping. There we
Hey
go.
Siri, play Blurry by Puddle
No.
of Mud.
Yeah, no, it didn't work. Either. So you can as you go to do it. Actually, no. Roll me animal handling before you do greater restoration.
Oh yeah, no, I got this.
Because I will explain why.
For a 13.
Yeah,
That's a
she's
bad roll.
she's not calm enough.
All right. Well then we'll have to two-step this, but that's entirely fine. If you won't settle down, she needs to make a DC 18 willpower save to avoid hold person.
Willpower?
Or wisdom. Sorry. A couple days ago I was playing Buffy. Yeah, no.
No.
So
Nope.
he's just like, all right, sit. And then Greater Restoration to remove curse.
It doesn't work.
Shenanigans. I'll use a quack. It works. That's how that goes, right?
Unfortunately, this time, what you're dealing with isn't a curse. It is lycanthropy, but not as a curse. Roll me either Arcana, if you want to look at this at magic side, or roll me. I'm trying to think of what the other one would be.
Can I roll an intimidation to try and get her to chill out?
Oh, she's sitting,
Oh, okay.
just crying.
Oh,
Can
she's
I
not
try?
still crying.
Can I
Hold
try
person.
the remove curse again?
Badges will let you. He's still got the whole person holding
Or
concentration on
investigation,
it.
or I would say either roll me Arcana or investigation to see why it didn't work.
Neither of those are any better than the other for me. You sure we can't do nature? I'm good at nature. Alright.
So the greater resto
11.
didn't work.
Roll me nature's work. No, it does not
Okay.
work.
It was an 11 for investigation and 8 for nature for those watching at
Yeah.
home.
Which is a nat one
I'm,
for
I am using a quack on that one.
Okay, roll it again.
There, 26.
Okay. So, with the 26, you realize this is not a curse. This is genetic.
If it's genetic, she should have better control than this. Should be instinctive.
And this is why I was trying to get you to roll Arcana or something to help you out here.
Badges is not like he's not dumb. He's
Okay.
smarter than average, but he is not brilliant,
Luna-
especially
Luna
about
has a
magic.
Luna got a 15 on her Arcana
Yep.
roll.
With the 15 on Arcana, she doesn't know what she's doing because it's only recently shown up.
Mm.
Hmm.
It wasn't there until recently.
Is it only onset at puberty?
He's far too young for that.
She was what, 11? 12?
She is.
Eight.
Let me pull. Yeah, she's
She's
8.
like a
Oh,
kid.
yeah, that's not puberty. But if it's not a curse,
And with a 26, you know it's not a curse, it's genetic.
yeah. But if it's genetic, she should have been dealing with these changes her entire life then. Especially if it's not like a puberty thing. That's something that's just in her, as part of her.
Yep.
May I do
She
an
mentioned
investigation?
something.
Yep, you can roll me investigation if you want.
She mentioned something of a grandmother, did she not?
Well, Jiminy Christmas.
I
Yeah,
didn't, I
no.
didn't, that roll didn't come in. Can you re-roll that, Luna?
Mhm.
That roll
Um,
didn't come in.
Well, didn't come in very well either.
Encino is going to like sit across from the child, just outside of her rage range, and he's going to cast Sphere of Comfort. So the room starts to just like the edge of the night cold disappears from the room. It starts to like warm up, kind of like a warm, spring afternoon. Not quite sunny, not really raining, but there's like a slight scent of moisture in the air and a very calm breeze, just to try and like chill.
Badges
he's
will
just
release
gonna-
the whole person at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll me animal handling again, badges.
All right, let's try this again. I got plus 10 to this, so
Yeah, that.
15.
I mean, you're okay. You got it. You can see that the feralness has been removed from her eyes as she begins to recognize you all. And the tears of anger turn into tears of fear
Oh, don't.
as now she's trying to back away from you guys, scared to hurt you.
Well, kiddo, it's fine. Badges is actually gonna reach over and slide her a little plate of ribs, because there's some leftovers. There's always leftovers. No good barbecue. And it's like, we've killed dragons. Fought the Leviathan. I threw ice at. Didn't really do a lot, but I still did it. That's important. We've fought all sorts of monsters. I am not afraid of you hurting us, and we're not going to hurt you.
She takes the ribs, eats them as ravenously as she can, and kind of just curls up into a ball, protecting herself, still just staring between you all.
All right, so yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to cut back to Boulder and Pebble.
So the option is I take it 1. I return to pick Landry and the rest of the party.
Correct.
Or 2. Somewhere within the Bellowing Wilds.
Correct. It is not that I don't trust you. I very much do trust you. I'm more worried that if Fatalia could have lost her champion to the Shattered, that you yourself, from whatever magic that he's using, might fall prey to as well.
That was exactly what I was thinking, and I really don't want to put that on stream. That's exactly where my head went. Thank you. It also makes perfect sense why deities don't understand what the heck's going on.
Literally, when it came out of my
Anyway.
mouth, I was like, dude, say your arrow ace without saying your arrow ace.
Anyway.
Um,
But anyway. I know you're not going to drop me in the middle of the jungle. Because we both would prefer me to survive.
of course.
Hmm. I'd really prefer you to bias the western side if you could. I mean, pretty much traveled the eastern side. Made it as far as, well, dealing with Gresh, and then having to quickly make our way to Kylandria.
All right.
Only downside is I kind of left them on a rabbit trail that didn't exist.
If you would like, you may choose a word to signal me when you are ready to leave.
I mean, the truth's there. They'll find it. Like, I'm not worried about it.
What'd you say?
What's your safe word, Boulder?
Shut
There you go. I
Oh
face
my
who it is.
word.
This guy,
Sorry.
Abrith,
fine.
just very lost.
I mean, I know. I know you're lost. You don't understand, well, part of a couple of things, love included, but that's a different issue. I know, it's the issue with hanging outdoors. The whole family thing doesn't really as concrete. But anyway. Oh my gosh, I need to close Zoom chat. This is how bad it is, Sarah. Send help. Anyway.
My safe word is fire blaze.
No,
I
Zoom
can't.
chat's going
No,
away.
no,
I know,
Zoom
right? We
chat,
both
you're
need to
gone
close it.
now. I
It's
can't
bad.
watch you anymore. It's just as bad as Twitch chat.
Sorry.
It's not that I mean, it is your fault, but it's my fault for getting distracted.
Yep, the ADHD is real in this group.
Anyway, so Boulder is just taking it and going, what happens with the party? I will deal with it when they return. Whenever we meet again, I will deal with the consequences. So, no, we're fine. Also, I don't know if the word got to you, but they are putting it back together or constructing a teleportation network.
Interesting.
I mean, between you and me, typically you need magic and spellcasters to put one of those together.
Yes, so are you requesting to go back to Kylandria?
No. I'm suggesting somebody who may have a couple of wizards at their disposal may gently nudge, potentially offer services, possibly for a small price. Help it along in help your reputation of your followers in the process.
I do not have many, but I can send. This is GM blinking, not.
I mean,
Deity?
I'm just.
I don't remember the name of the city that.
Rushwick.
Rushwick.
That was the demon city.
Yep.
I
I can
mean, it's
send.
up to you. It's just a casual suggestion.
But one I am absolutely interested in.
Oh, and also, don't tell me where you're sending me.
I won't. But I have heard that they may have a banjo there.
You didn't have to tell me you were sending me to Twinburg.
I never said the name.
Wizardly did.
Then that's Wizard's Leaf. Wizard. That is Wizardly. Wizard. I can't say this character's name. Oh my god.
I know, and you're the one making the
Wizardly
mistake
fault.
of mentioning his name. For all you know, his tower is now outside of this keep.
If he shows up, I will be very impressed. He has tried. Many times.
That's between you and him. That is.
Trust me. He has tried to find me many times, and I have been able to avoid his location many times.
So is that how Gresh caught him?
I believe so. Trying to catch a chaos deity in a trap. It was his fault for choosing it.
You were trying to catch another and you caught it.
No. He had thought he could catch me. But I never showed up. Kinora promised that she would be able to make me appear.
Kindora?
Yes. She made promises she could never keep. Too many of us.
I mean, I kind of managed to break her promise with the Splicer. That was still funny.
It was, and he is still entertained at this time.
Oh, he's probably found another champion. That's a different issue. Can I go?
That is another issue. I believe, though, that his new champion is not as dumb to make promises they cannot keep.
Can I let you know that's worse?
Maybe, but it's not my issue.
It might be mine.
Hopefully not. As my champion, I don't expect you to have to worry about Kinora much, or the Splicer for that point much longer. He is happily tearing her to shreds, putting her back together in different forms, and then ripping her apart again many, many times.
Oh.
What she promised to do, he is completing.
She did promise to entertain him.
So you are interested in leaving?
I mean, somebody has to find a banjo.
I will give you an hour to do as you need, and then you will be gone. And also, you should be fully rested when you wake up.
Why do you give me this hour? Why can't you just send me? And I don't have to deal with the consequences of my actions, sir. Why do you leave me with the consequences of my actions?
chaos.
Yeah,
And I-
whatever. He didn't say when the hour started. It could have started when we started this conversation.
Yeah,
so,
he didn't
whatever.
say. He didn't say. He didn't say. Or it may just happen at a story appropriate moment. Who knows?
But I'm
Time
Considering it's gonna be
dilation,
story
sucker.
inappropriate, but that's
Bum,
neither
bum,
here nor
bum.
there.
So,
Back on the dragon. Yay.
yep, you are back on the dragon.
If he doesn't take Onyx, I'm gonna be mad.
Okay. I knew that question was actually for DM of why are you making me face the consequences of my actions?
No, that was to both. That was to both the DM and
Actions of my guts. The consequences.
The fourth wall is
chasing you,
more of a
chasing
piece
you.
of construction paper in this game.
Yeah.
it's thicker sometimes. It's thicker in places and thinner in others.
Like construction paper.
Exactly.
Heading back to Badges, Luna, and Encino. At this point, I'm going to say, for all of you, the sun is rising. You're watching as Vicky turns back. She's fallen asleep. But you watch as she turns back into the small orc girl that you met the first time. And she wakes up, looks at you all, terrified. I didn't hurt anyone, did I?
No, you're fine. You were locked in here the whole time. We gave you some ribs. Nobody else came around.
I'm really sorry.
I'm sorry we
Gra-
couldn't
Granny?
fix it.
Granny said that Granny said that my parents left because my mommy did a really bad thing.
You afraid of repeating it?
Yeah, that's why I hide. I don't want to hurt anybody.
It's very brave.
It is. Can you take us to meet your granny? She sounds like a very smart person.
I can, but she doesn't want me to bring anybody from here. Who knows?
From here.
Yeah, we're not from here. We came in on a mechanical dragon.
Okay,
It's like,
We're not from here, and besides, have you seen me?
okay,
And she looks back at Luna, now with the glowing red eyes, and is like,
you said she's not a werewolf. Why? What? Why? Her eyes are still glowing.
Sure. I don't think anybody in this universe knows. It just happens.
Luna's magic can do unpredictable but fantastic things.
What he said.
It's a gift and a curse.
Okay. Yeah, we can go see Granny, but we have to be stealthy because no one can know that I'm here, because if they know that I come from here, then I could get in really big trouble.
Well, we could be stealthy, or would you like to be a kitty for a little while?
I can wait. Yeah. I didn't think being a werewolf could mean I can't turn into a cat.
No, but I can turn you into a cat until we get there, and then I can turn you back into you.
Okay. And then how do I tell you how to get to Granny's?
I'll just, kind of tug on the way you want us to go. You can just kind of right up on my shoulder, or Luna's, or Encino's, whatever you'd like, and just kind of, paw it, go this way, go straight.
Okay. I guess I can do that. Yeah.
Okay. Well then, polymorph.
what does she need to do? Because, kid.
Oh yeah, wait, I've got it here somewhere. I've used a lot of different spells.
he gets a whiz save, doesn't it?
Is it a will
And
whiz save?
Is she trying to save, or is she just want to happen?
She
Yeah,
just...
if she
she's
wants to
letting
let
it
it happen,
happen?
it just happens.
Okay, so yeah, she turns into a
Happens.
tiny black kitten. who, as you put on your shoulder, and tell me if you don't know this terminology, she starts to make biscuits.
Oh yeah, no, I'm
Oh.
quite familiar
Okay.
with. We've had cats for many, 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 many years.
Practically a
Because-
bakery
so-
down there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
because
then-
I know some people call it making muffins instead.
Oh, biscuits, muffins, kneading the dough, the whole thing. Yep. So
Okay.
then, all right. Well, do we go get Boulder for this, or is he fine at the ship?
It's your choice.
Well, I'm just
Oh.
asking Encino and Luna.
Mm.
Maybe someone should stay with the ship.
Yeah, that's a good call.
So, Boulder is hardly alone.
That's fair. That's fair. He's got Pebble and lots of rocks to throw if he needs to.
Poor
And
Onyx
puppy.
forgot.
And the puppy, Onyx, yes. I don't know how big it is, so I can't really say if the puppy is going to contribute to
Technically,
battle or not.
All of your guys' shark hounds at this point are the size of medium to large bullies. Pit bulls.
Oh,
Okay.
They
Oh yeah,
grow
then they can
fast.
contribute.
Yes.
Well, except for mine, I thought mine was the adult.
Yours is full grown.
Yeah.
It's about the size, I want to say, of a mastiff.
Yeah, she rides it.
Shark hounds are rideable.
Yep.
Like they're big.
Oh yeah, she's been riding Shadow all this time.
All right, then we're gonna follow the little orc kitty directions.
Yep. She takes you straight there. And you can see it. This place is run down. There are some, I want to call them fixed, quote unquote, windows that have obviously been broken from the outside in.
Ah.
And
this is-
you can see that this place is in disrepair.
Just that place?
Yes, compared to the rest of the town.
Well, Badge is gonna look at it and go, well, I suppose if they thought that the well, husband and wife team who lived here did something really bad that might have been connected to the werewolves, no doubt that they would be rabid douche nozzles and of course not help the old lady or child and throw rocks and harass them. I'm guessing that's what's been going on here. And I'm kind of
Oh,
mad
bad.
about it.
From what Desrai said, they were not particularly intelligent in town.
Yeah. Dumbass
This
townies.
place is so like if the cabin that you guys were at were on the north side, this is on the south side, southwest. You guys are in southeast with the mech
Okay,
dragon.
so we went from never to shredded. Gotcha. Never eat shredded wheat. And then Badges, we can look around, make sure nobody's eyeing them. The little kitty down and release polymorph.
She looks up. That was really fun.
Yeah, that's why I like being a druid, being able to turn into different animals and such.
Okay.
Right, so
She opens the door.
Granny, I brought friends home.
And you see sitting in a rocking chair a woman who is about a orc woman who is about 90, mid to late 90s, early hundreds.
So Granny, but worse.
Yes.
so probably actually a great granny, I'm guessing from.
Just you can tell she can't move all that much. She can't see all that well.
What is it? What can I do here?
As she hears Vicky enter,
Oh, dearie, you are these school children? I don't have my glasses.
Encino starts to crouch so his blur looks smaller.
What school?
Why? the school in town, it's a very small one for the children. There's not many children here anymore.
No, I would imagine not. One of us is a young adult. The other two of us are not. We're adventurers who just recently, I would say, came to town, because I didn't go into town. They struck me as a bunch of inbred hicks who hate quite easily. But we do know Vicky's secret, and we'll keep it. We want to help.
I appreciate it. Thank you all. I have lived here my entire life. I've seen the town grow and fall. And every time that something happens, they get all up in arms over nothing. And then it dies down for another couple of years.
They seem pretty stuck on this whole, like, huge werewolf threat.
I can show them if you ask again from your iPhone.
Hey Siri, stop.
Oz in the living room?
No.
Said no.
Okay. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
It thought that Fat Kyle said something else. And was
I
just
don't know how to respond to that.
Oh,
It's none of your
sass
damn
today.
business, Siri. Shut up.
Jiminy, like being nosy much? We've been out for too long, y'all.
We have been.
And so she's just kind of sitting rocking as Vicky looks up. Can you tell them the story that you tell me all the time, please? Please. Okay, Vicky. The story she wants to tell you is of how the dwarves saved Kylandria. It's her favorite story. You see, many, many years ago, when I was just a child, a bright light started to shining in the Bellowing Wilds. It was big enough for us all to see, all throughout Kylandria. And the dwarves said that they were taking care of it. The light was gone, and the dwarves came back.
Does this ring a
speak.
bell at all? To that, just because it doesn't ring a bell to the player, but I'm kind of tired and stupid. So
Roll me history. All of you.
This will be
I'm
funny.
good at history.
No, Badges, you have no clue what she's talking about. Oh, Luna! Luna,
Luna
you have
comes in
heard this
clutch.
story before.
It would, it probably would make sense, especially because she can speak Stelkin.
Yep. Also,
I
remember
rolled
to
a
say your
9.
rolls.
I remember.
Oh, I got
uh,
it. 19.
Encino got a 7, so he probably predates this story.
Yeah. So, Luna, you know this from the Bellowing Wilds. This was a story your family used to tell you about.
We'll be back after this short break.
Are your scales not keeping the kind of luster that they used to? Try Dr. Slotsky's scale scrub.
My toddler's fighting nighttime.
Mm.
She ran in going, Mommy. Mom. Mommy, say hi. So, no, sweetie.
What can I do to make me stay any longer?
Yep. Okay. So sorry.
No, that was worth it.
For you, Luna, the story instead goes that along the bellowing wilds, a light shone. A light so bright that even those in Pyrite saw it. But the light disappeared as quickly as it came. In your story, there are no dwarves.
She will relay her part of the story that she knows.
Did either of these stories actually say what the light was, or
No.
just there was a light and then it went away?
It was a very bright light that just then disappeared.
No, I'm gonna blame the Four Claimers, but it might not have been them.
What's a fork claimer?
They were here before. They're an ancient race, kind of like elves, but way more aloof. They didn't really, they had great magic, and they found ways to power themselves with crystals, but in so doing, they stopped actually caring about or thinking of other people as people. They did something to anger the gods, and the gods mostly dealt with them.
Yes, when the dwarven man came and said they took care of it. They said it was these four claimers, that they would never make it into Kylandria now.
Well, that explains why there are no Four Flame ruins or anything in Kylandria, which means that part of the quest is taken care of. Doesn't really help with the whole werewolves going to wipe out the town thing. Do the werewolves actually attack the town a lot? I'm not trusting anything these town folk tell me. So
Yes, there are werewolves. And yes, they are like my granddaughter. That it is
so they're
not...
actually natural werewolves? They're not even cursed?
No, they are not.
How
My-
aware are they of their actions?
Sadly, they are not. Most of them don't even know who they are.
So the moon comes up, they lose their memories, and then they come back, sometimes possibly with blood in their mouth and under their fingernails.
Correct. And too afraid to talk. They just hide.
Are they some of them actually hiding in town, do you think, or are they all actually out in the wilds?
I know they are.
Oh, bollocks.
There's one of them, this man, half-orc. He's currently in charge. He's a problem. And he doesn't even know how badly he shifts during the full moon. It was my family's job for years that when it happened, they led them out of the town. When my son left, and Vicky was not old enough to do the job yet, I tried for many years.
Are there a bunch of werewolves living out in the woods too, still? Besides the ones here in town?
Mostly no. Mostly they are the loggers. The men that like to be in the woods. They enjoy hunting and all of those activities.
But they don't actually know why they enjoy them, as it were?
Correct.
Alright, well...
This is not an issue. If I could just get my old bones creaking once again, I could lead them out like I had been.
Let's try something! Regeneration! Duke!
What is this spell?
Let's see here. I've got a
'Cause-
bunch of them. I don't think Greater Restoration would do it,
No,
necessarily.
you have to remember, she's just an old woman.
Yeah, but
She's just too old. That's it. And Vicky's too young to be doing the job.
The act of aging, unless it's through the touch of a wraith, is not something you can cure with magic.
Yeah.
Unless you have like an age reversal spell or potion, and those always have bad things come to.
Not with
Technically,
that
wild
attitude.
magic could, but wild magic.
Yes, but aging is the breaking down of the body, and regeneration restores and stimulates the natural healing abilities. I can regenerate limbs.
Yes.
I'm not trying to turn back time. I'm trying to make her
No,
still
but
healthier.
I cast Cure Arthritis.
yeah, that's what you're trying to do. And unfortunately, arthritis is a inflammatory disease.
Oh, okay. I've got that then. Hold on. I got a spell for this.
He said the word disease. He's like, I got it.
It's.
You called it a disease. Where is it?
I'm just
There
saying.
it is. Yeah.
And then it specifically says in the second sentence what's considered a disease.
Yeah. So
Oh no,
unfortunately,
the
this
condition. A
the
disease or
condition.
condition.
Yep, disease or condition.
and it's not just that she has arthritis, though. She's just old.
You
So it's
can't
just a
cure
matter-
old, just like you
You
can't,
can't
cure
cure old.
stupid.
Exactly. Thank you.
You know,
Oh,
some
my
negative
joints feel
Nancy's
so-
up in here.
My joints feel so much better. It's too bad I'm still too old to walk.
Yeah, that's literally basically what it is.
She's like, I feel better, dearie, but
Don't
And she
need
even
teeth
tries.
arthritis anymore. Whoosh.
And she
No
even
aspirin.
tries to get up. It's just, if you've ever been around somebody who is that old,
I
you
have.
know that it is just hard for them to get around. It doesn't matter. Like, she can now walk, but it's those itty bitty steps.
Well, I at least made her life a little, or her remaining years a little better. That's something. I don't. He's just gonna look around. He's like, look, I don't know how to fix this or how to help. We can't stay here until the kiddo is up to the job. But if we don't, it sounds like more innocent villagers are gonna die to people who don't
Granny
even know they're
actually
killing
walks
them.
up to you and takes your hands in hers.
not everything has an answer, my dear.
That's
There
quite
are
tough.
some that we have to accept that we can't help. And I appreciate everything you're doing, dearie.
It is very sweet of you. And she does that old person like tap tap on your hand.
Hmm.
You're young. You haven't learned that sometimes life just doesn't go how we like it.
Oh no, I've learned that, but I've also learned sometimes you can headbutt that BS right in the face and make life do the things that you want.
And that is where being young gets you.
I'm an old soul. Just putting that out there. So you sure there's nothing else that we could do that would be helpful?
She looks down at Vicky, messes with her hair.
Vicky will be ready at some point. She is only 8, but maybe in a year or two, she will be able to take on the job that her parents have left her.
So how can we help you now? If only to ease the burden for a time.
We have another month till the full moon comes again. They will rest. They will be all right. And we will be all right. I know that the boys love to make it sound how bad it is. It's not. It's once a month. A couple of them go a little crazy in the woods. But eventually, once they found their leader again, it'll be all right.
Well, at least before we go, you guys up for kind of, doing a little clean and repair work?
It is actually better.
Because So she does her little walk and shows you the back. That is spotless.
Oh.
It is clean.
It's
You can
camouflage.
tell that this is just a front. Granny may be old, but she ain't senile.
That's fair. That's fair.
She's watched every season of This Old House. She knows what she's doing.
Well, then we got our answer that Boulder was looking for, so we can give him that. He probably would have been happy you're here for that. Doesn't seem like there's anything to fix, and doesn't seem like you actually need any help at this point. So, unless somebody else has something, it was nice to meet you both. And if we meet again, I hope it's under somewhat happier terms. And kiddo, if you get the chance, bite the crap out of that captain of the guards. He is a douche.
Can I, Granny? Can I? On the full moon, Derry. On the full moon.
We'll take it.
I think the only thing Encino does is he sneaks around to the rain barrels in the back and casts Create Water on them.
Yeah, you give
Just
them
so they have a...
you give them a full supply of water then.
We don't have
Alright.
enough time to cut wood,
No,
and I don't have a sword or an axe.
no, clubbing wood has never turned out very well. So I guess back to the dragon, everybody.
And back to the dragon you all go. Boulder, what have you been doing?
I've been running down the clock, I imagine.
How many pots are now surrounding the dragon?
Or in
Honestly-
the dragon?
He's made a little
I mean,
fort
when he got
out of
back-
pots.
because it wasn't like daybreak yet. He started in the dragon, which I don't know when he got back. So there could be a couple dozen,
Okay.
maybe a lot of dozen. He
Mhm.
doesn't really count. He just kind of does.
Yep.
And then once the sun came up, he kind of started waiting. He realized he's not really that much of a cook, but he does know how to make pots. So then he went outside the dragon and started making pots. So now there's a dragon-shaped mound of pots next to the dragon. And I don't know how close he got to the actual size.
Let's see. I'm rolling for it.
There may be a...
You're
Oh my God.
89% of the same size.
So he's like working on like starting the tail when they get back.
Yep.
I
This is
wonder
like-
what the breath
this-
weapon on a pot dragon would be.
Oh lord, you're seeing green for weeks.
It's just shards of razor sharp pottery.
This thing's like a mountain's like the size of a mountain, right?
Yeah, it's huge.
Mm-hmm.
You can see his pot dragon from like town.
Yep, at least starting.
Every time you say pot dragon, I think of something entirely different than
Oh, I'm
ceramic
sure.
vessels.
So do I.
Oh, we it's understood.
So it's really just Harv, Generisa's familiar
Yeah, pretty much.
giant floral dragon, except it's a different kind of floral.
Hanging out with bloodshot eyes. Its breath weapon is just a huge cloud of dank. You gotta roll versus munchies and naps.
It's a straight con roll. If you fail, you better have like a feast ready.
Roll disadvantage against sitting on couches
So
and staying there.
So Boulder, do you tell the party about what is about to happen?
I don't know if I have time to tell the party what's gonna happen. I mean, I presume they get back.
Yep.
I ask how things went with Vicky at the cabin.
Unsatisfying, but
Yeah.
a positive outcome.
Yep. Luna
Okay.
got cool glowing eyes. The werewolf
Hmm.
problem isn't actually all that bad. All the werewolves are actually just people in the village who don't realize what happens when the full moon comes up. Vicky will take over leading them out of the village when she's a couple years older. Apparently, I can't yet heal old age, but I'm going to work on that one. And there really wasn't anything. Oh, and we found out that the dwarves apparently are the reason that there are no four-claimer ruins or anything here in Kylandria. I guess when they did their big light show, the dwarves said nope, and went and did some sort of barrier or something to keep them out of Kylandria and in the Bellowing Wilds. So, do you know what they did? That could be
Specifically, no.
Oh,
The exact spell, no.
okay.
I'd imagine it may have something to do with the mountain range.
Yeah, I could see that. Maybe a lot of rune work or something. I don't do runes.
It's been too long.
Take
Yeah.
go.
I noticed you're missing somebody.
Do somebody's.
Or no, Desrai is just kind of like following along.
This is kind of
Yep,
taking the rear.
just in the back.
Yeah, Lucas kicked in a door and fell through the dimensions again.
He kicked in the dimension door.
Apparently, but the dimension door went with him, I guess, because it was a door in a shack.
More of a dimension floor.
Oh yeah, because he
Hmm.
fell in and then went floop, and then so he'll be back. He always comes back.
We may
Oh.
need to go to the Bellowing Wilds to find somebody to take a look at that, because that definitely sounds like a sickness.
Okay, I'm willing to go back. You're the one who didn't really seem like thrilled about going back. Are you good now that you have your answer?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's kind of hoping to
Everybody
be
else
more
okay?
up here than just kind of dwarves did it.
Probably, but that's the best I think we're gonna get right now, unless you want to go back and talk to the dwarves some more and see if one of them remembers it. Or like
Hmm.
has the lore. But I'd kinda like to get some more of these wizardly quests knocked out, just because I'd really like to not have them still hanging over our heads.
You know, he didn't really give us a time. He just said they wanted him done.
Yeah, but Wizardly is also the kind of douche knuckle that will just one day when he's bored be like, hey, yeah, you've got 5 minutes to complete X quest, or else I'm, polymorphing your legs or something. Or cursing you to only ever taste pork. It just random stuff. So,
Not do that.
Okay. Did you have a destination in mind?
what about the place with the banjo?
I mean, you know we're going to be passing Pyrite, where you need to put the heart in, right?
Oh, well, I suppose we could do that first then. Yeah. Yeah, we can do that, and then we can handle the banjo.
Do we want to stop anywhere for diplomatic reasons, like the capital?
I don't think that we actually owe them any diplomatic anything. They're free. They're
Okay.
figuring stuff out. We gave them the news about their adventuring party that was eaten by that mercury dragon I'm going to kill
nope.
someday.
Sorry, I meant the Baron. That after we slapped him with that hairbrush, we never went back.
I mean, we could check on him, make sure he doesn't need another slap.
Maybe check in on the glitter capital of the Bellowing Wilds for Encino.
Like, do you want to go back? I don't know if they've managed to glitter all of it yet.
That was Rascom, right?
That was actually
Record?
Record was glittered.
Oh yeah.
About the Cryonon Rangers.
Yeah.
Especially if they're doing a teleportation network. Probably need to see how Rascom is as far as being on board.
Breckert needs. When I was last there, that we were losing a war, and I was told that most of the Cryodons are dead. There's a way to fix that. I need to make sure it's being done. So a quick stop in Breckert would be favorable.
Okay. Maybe I can use my spells on those and heal some things.
I'd twice.
Yeah, absolutely. You even have like your own little headlights now. It's
No make fun.
I wasn't
As
actually. I think it'll be pretty useful.
Luna with your eyes so bright, Please, won't you drive my Drake tonight?
As you all are talking, you begin to feel it, Boulder.
Mhm.
The ticking is coming up.
Yes.
And as you watch everyone else get ready to go,
Hmm.
you begin to fade. You have a moment to say something.
Encino's walking by with one of the pots.
Boulder, where do you wish me to put this?
He's like,
Wherever
that's all
you'd
he
like.
said. That's all he says is, huh, as he's slowly disappearing.
Say wherever you'd like. I'll see you around. I'll see you around.
As
Maybe I'll put it over there. Where to go?
as you and rematerialize is the only thing my brain is letting me think. You look around and Abrith has sent you to Granite.
Ah, what a guy. As far as I'm aware, it's Twinbird.
I'm gonna say it's a little weird because there are Mosnians everywhere.
Okay. So I look around. Oh shoot, this is the place. This is that place. Oh lord. We did it. We did a thing to this place.
And with that, I know it's early, but we're gonna end for tonight with Boulder and Granite and the rest of the party currently still in Kylandria.
Honestly, kind of surprised Badges didn't get yoinked too. But
That is next session.
okay.
Because I will say, for Badges with that, as you are like getting ready, you notice a flower develops on your hand, on your ring finger.
Thought I got tested for that.
Thank you guys so much.
And credits.
Yep, that was the post credit scene. I thought I got that fixed. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to Solar. I promise you, there's gonna be so much for Luna coming up. You
okay.
like me, you have watched what's coming. So you like me know what is coming. Luna's gonna have a big part in that.
I can't wait.
Yep. I imagine there's some god out there just going, I know you don't have any faith in me, but I believe in you.
My money's on Dabarus. The guy who already kind of believes it, or he isn't. Yeah, he is like the god of the beast peoples.
Yep, he is. Trust me. I've done a lot of research and I've spent way too many hours reading these books. Thank you to Boulder, who I know you've been planning this for a very long time.
I planned it for all of 2 hours. I hope you're aware. Like the whole thing actually took me like an hour to write.
Yes, but we've been talking about it for
I mean, a couple weeks now.
while now.
It's the issue with not having sessions is you and I get together, we talk about things and we go, hey, cool. And I go, hey, look, here's a wall of problems. I can add 10 more to this wall.
Yeah. Thank you to Bison and Sino choosing, not even meaning to, but you end up choosing Fatalia. So now you're Fatalia's champion, which leaves a thank you for Fat Kyle. Because now that opens the door for you both to be champions. One to Generiso, one to Fatalia. And how this is going to change the bromance is going to be very interesting.
Oh my word.
First thing Badge is gonna be like, can you get these things out of my nipples? Because these little god shards are they're starting to chafe.
And
Winter's
chafed.
coming up, and that's going to be cold.
Have you ever chafed from the inside?
Imagine that'd be really itchy.
I don't know, Hellhounds. You can. Who do you want to have as your champion? You tell me, because this is gonna get wild. Thank you to chat. As always, I couldn't read your comments, but I thank you for being here, and thank you to those watching in the future on YouTube or the VOD. If you watched up to here, yes. You must have liked it, so please hit the bell, subscribe, and do all the things to tell us, and do all the things to know when something goes out. We have how many shows a week, y'all?
5.
5.
Yes.
So,
Wait.
is it 5 or 6?
Is currently 6 because the Hand of Fate.
Yes. We are here like 6 days a week. And I say days because I think Hand of Fate is during the day.
Yeah, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah. And also, leave a comment to tell me how I can get better as a DM. Or what you like about me being a DM. Tell me what you like, please, or don't like, so I can get better at this. I always want helpful criticism to get better. But as always, please be nice to each other. Night, y'all.
Bye!
Night night.
Night, y'all.